I look gray and depressing right now. I'm gonna turn on some lights. Beautiful, perfect, professional. No one can stop you. I have done a lot of stupid things in my life, but this might be the dumbest. Playing League of Legends with Donkey Kong bongos poses a number of issues. For starters, there's only 5 buttons. There are 111 buttons on my keyboard. I counted. Look at this shit. Oh my god. The point is, I'm very, very limited. And so I had to make a few rules to work with while doing this. The first rule was I can only use the bongos and my mouse. I have to use the mouse because it's impossible to play League without it. I've tried, it just doesn't work. And that's the only rule. As long as it's using my bongos and my mouse, we're fine. So here's how I set it up. Got my bongos here. There's 4 buttons here, 1 button right there. You had Q, W, E, R, and I set this button right here to Y so I could lock and unlock my camera. I tested this stuff out in the training arena and it worked pretty well. I could move, I could attack, I could use my spells, I could lock and unlock my camera. So I decided it was time to play a game. I picked Mordekaiser because he was the one I practiced with in the training arena and it felt okay, but right off the bat, things were not okay. Standing under my tower after losing trades, I got jumped by Jax and first blooded. Not a great way to start off. I managed to farm decently enough and I even got a few kills, but that wasn't enough to stop the things out of my control, i.e. the rest of my team. I got half of the kills on my team by the time we surrendered, a measly 2 kills, and I still had the best KDA on my team, which is just really sad. The game ended at 19 minutes when we gave up, but this wasn't wasted time. Playing this match taught me a few things. Not having hotkeys sucks. Being unable to use items and summoner spells quickly put me at a huge disadvantage. It also taught me the importance of communication. I wasn't able to type, I couldn't ping, I couldn't emote, it really just kind of sucked all around. And so, I figured out how to fix this. I need more bongos. With a second set of bongos, I could now ping, use my summoner spells, back, and most importantly, emote. It added a lot more maneuverability to the game, so now I needed a new setup. I moved my first set of bongos to the top, not changing the buttons, and on the second set on the bottom, I had B, G, D, F, and most importantly, T for emotes. And with this new setup, I went in for another attempt. In Champ Select, Mordekaiser got banned, so I decided to go with the always trustworthy Urgot. Urgot is my main in ranked, so I knew his ins and outs pretty well, but I hadn't tried to play him with bongos yet, let alone 2 sets of bongos. But I never give up. Just over 4 minutes into the game, I died. Mostly because I made a bad play, but I digress. I took this death to heart and decided to play a little bit safer. I made some good trades and some bad ones, but my chance finally came. A 2v2 fight in the jungle, and I walked right in and blasted them both to smithereens. I was now up in kills against my opponent, and about to become unstoppable. I kept farming. I did a really good job of it this game too, although farming with Urgot is kind of a breeze. Those 2 kills were the turning point of the match for me. I started popping off against my opponents and managed to take the first tower. I still had some problems, partly because I'm untrained and partly because I'm dumb, but I kept pressing the wrong buttons, or accidentally pressing buttons while reaching for other buttons. So halfway through the match, I swapped the bongos positions, giving me easier access to the more important spells. I think this worked pretty well, although I still had a few mishits here or there. As my team snowballed, the enemies were crushed into oblivion. We stormed the base and won the game. Now, a lot of our team's kills went to our Ahri, who absolutely slaughtered mid lane. But for me, I was proud to know that I had just won a game of League using bongos with a KDA of 731, which isn't the world's greatest, but that's still pretty damn good, and that's enough for me. Going into these games, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it actually was. I guess the bongos sort of just work like a gamepad almost, which is why sometimes playing games with weird objects like the bongos or Guitar Hero controller actually works out better than using the controller they're recommended for. Would I recommend playing League of Legends with bongos? Oh hell no, but it's something fun just to try out once. But please do not do that in like ranked and then blame it on me. I don't want blood on my hands. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, let me know in the comments, and be sure to drop a sub because I have new content coming out every single week. Peace out, y'all. Catch you on the flip side.